So I'm gonna start over. Sorry, everybody. I forgot to press record for those of us who want to watch it. So glad I didn't do it halfway through. So we're doing an open house here today on EasyDecals.com. I'm Ryan Lane, broker here at Latona's. You can reach me at any time at rlane@latonas.com if you have any questions about this open house. And the seller of the site today is Jamie Albano. Jamie, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself, Ryan?
Great. Let's get started here, guys. So if you haven't already dialed in to the audio, you can do so here. This is just a little bit of housekeeping we got to do to make sure everybody's on there. During the call, you'll all be muted. And if you have any questions, you can ask them there online, and I will ask them throughout the open house. We'll generally try to field all questions as they come in at the end of it. I usually try to fill them in as they come in because they're usually pertinent to what we're talking about at the time. So let's get started. Here's our site. We got everything. Here's the deal. As you can see, the annual revenue is 73,000, around 74,000. Cost of goods around 20,000. For annual profit is about 40,000 a year. Get about 2,300 uniques. The site was registered back in 2001. It's been established and up and running since 2011. That's all correct there, Jamie?
Yes, it is.
And the current asking price is $180,000. It also comes with some quite a bit of equipment as well, which we will talk about later on in the open house. All right, let's get started. Jamie, go ahead. Mike's on you.
Okay, great. Well, the basic function of the site is a online e-commerce site that sells custom-made and also pre-templated graphics, vinyl graphics that go on your wall. They could go on your car. They could pretty much stick on the floor, windows, anything with an adhesive back. We can print or cut, and we can also do canvas cliches, which we'll talk about. But basically, people use the site through Google and AdWords and purchase their products, purchase the products we have on here, and we ship it to them via USPS.
Great, and this is just the front page of Easy Decals here.
Mm-hmm. We work with Ashley Furniture Home Stores. We are a provider of the wall decals for their corporate stores and also their franchise stores as well.
Great. And this here is kind of the history of the site from the Wayback Machine. It shows all the way back here to 2011, a little bit 2008, 2009. Now, did you own it back then, or did you?
No, we didn't. We bought it in 2010. I purchased it on an expired domain name auction through GoDaddy.
Okay. Great. And then now there's 4 other sites that are included in it as well?
Yes. They're all running their same shopping cart, which is Xcart. Really easy to use, really simple to use. I will support the sites. I am a programmer and developer, so I built the sites. Vinylsmith comes with it. Vinylsmith basically was a spin-off, a more design approach to sell the fabric wall murals and the canvas gallery wraps that are pretty popular. People print out photos of anything from their family or art, and you stretch it around the wood frame and staple it. Really easy to make, and this is what this site was for. It's kind of catered to that. We have all the designs and all the templates already loaded into this site.
Okay, great. And then the next one here is Stick a Fish.
Yes, Stick a Fish was just a pure hobby project, but it turned out we did some sales and there were some interests. We worked some deals with local photographers and artists for fish graphics, and we have all their artwork that's included in this, and the contract still works with them. We give them a small percentage when the sales come through. Basically, we take their artwork and we make wall murals. We make fabric, like fathead type graphics that you see the NFL use for football, baseball, hockey, and such. We do it for fish, so you could get a giant, 10-foot wide blue marlin wall mural from Mike Boehner, or you can grab any photo that you took on a fishing excursion or even a hunting excursion. They upload it to you, and you print it out and send it to them.
Right, great. And then we've got AdWalkers.
So AdWalkers was just another site to pull traffic, and we've done quite a bit of sales for this. This is 100% drop shipping. We use a website to purchase the ad blockers. We only purchase them after the people pay on the website. And what these are mobile billboard displays. They're backpack displays. They weigh about 8 ounces. We carry zero inventory. You can carry the inventory, but we don't have to. We have a relationship. This is all drop ship. We've sold to nightclubs. We sell 6 to 12 units at a time sometimes, and those stats are also in there.
All right, great. And then this is just your Etsy site, it looks like. Dual
Correct.
target.
That's our Etsy shop. I think we have 126 or 127 sales through there. We haven't really promoted it much, but we still get sales passively, just like at the rest of the sites. But that is another portal, and we have a very good feedback rating. I believe it's a 4.5 or 5.
Okay. And what is this? Oh, this is.
So this is a sample Ashley PO purchase order. We are on a 30-day net account with them. Since they are a large company, they required us to go on 30 days net. We've been doing it since we started the business. They pay all the time, every time. It's a great contract. They basically submit these purchase orders. This one is from March 11th, 2014, so this is their most recent order about 5 months ago. This is just one of a group. Usually they send them over for all stores, so this is how they order their decals. They wanted a 96-inch by 80-inch wide silver gray metallic large flowing floral wall decal. That design's already in the Easy Decals templating system. And this is how they submit their orders to us. We make all the orders, ship it out, and then submit the invoices to the purchasing department and also mail it to them at the corporate headquarters, and we receive a check in the mail 30 days later.
Oh, great. Now, how many Ashley Furniture stores are there?
So, yeah, it's a good question, Ryan. Ashley Furniture has 37 or 30, I believe 37 corporate stores, meaning that they control the sales, the interior, and products. And then they have up to 3,000 licensee stores. Anyone from a rent-a-center all the way up to families and private equity companies that open up furniture stores. We work with all of their Ashley Furniture businesses, both the franchisee and the corporate stores. So we get calls from their franchisee stores that Ashley creates what's called markets, and the market is a corporate store in a geographical region in the United States. And they decorate their rooms. They put furnitures, they put carpet, they put wall hangings, and they also put our decals. When the franchisee stores get their lookbooks, let's say, their new catalog, they see that all of these accessories are also trying to sell the furniture. Their main objective is to sell the furniture, not the wall decals. So basically, they use the wall decals as an aesthetic to tie the room together. So all the other franchisee stores follow in suit whatever the corporate stores are doing, because that will help their sales. It's in their policy for every franchisee store to match the corporate stores. We're working with a franchisee store now. She has 20 stores, and we just sold her first set for their first store as a test. So as they go to migrate all their other stores, they'll buy the decals from us. So we're a provider for the designs for all those stores as well.
Okay, great. And now, how long would you expect something like that to take for those other stores, and would that carry over to the new buyer?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll carry over to the new buyer, and it's all passive right now. Basically, the orders happen organically through the internet. I'm not proactively going after them. We happen to get Ashley as an account. This was, again, a side business. I'm a programmer. We have a lot of other businesses, and it just took off to where we're just facilitating Ashley and then the web orders. So we haven't directly marketed to them ourselves. We haven't even got into the franchisees' mail or telephoning them. So this is happening all passive, and it absolutely will transfer. We have a great relationship with the corporate headquarters. We're in Tampa, they're in Tampa. I know the people at the corporate headquarters that we would transfer everything over to, and it would be a seamless integration as far as a client list, and also the ability to contact and communicate to all of the Ashley stores that someone has taken over the business. It'll be a full-time thing, and we're focusing on developing more business with them. Being a programmer, I love developing the sites, the equipment, setting up the projects. We even got some sales. We got a large contract, but there's a lot more legwork that you can do to promote the product to all of those 3,000 stores are really there to market towards.
All right, great. Next year we have the Google Analytics slide. Anything here you think is real pertinent, or I mean, traffic seems pretty
Excuse
steady.
me?
It said Google Analytics here.
Yeah, usually the traffic increase, you'll see that's going to be right around December, the Christmas time. We were buying AdWords as well. AdWords means sales. You just have to be able to keep up to make the orders. So right now we've pulled back AdWords, but I have an AdWords account that could come with it. I've already set up all the keywords, the proper cost per click tracking, and you definitely receive a lot of sales through Google through AdWords. So some of the spikes are when we buy AdWords when we have some free time. But, you know, turning the traffic on means sales, so we have to be able to make sure we do it. So it fluctuates with that.
Looks like the majority of your traffic is the U.S. Is that primarily because of shipping costs, or?
No, it just happens to be where we have most of our traffic that is occurring, whether it be through search engine optimization, whether it be the people who go into an Ashley furniture store and ask where they got the decal, them typing it in. So yeah, it's primarily in the United States, but we have shipped to a variety of countries as well. We've even shipped to Shanghai, China for Ashley furniture, so that's a cool experience.
Nice. Worldwide. Looks like here, this is your social media traffic. Majority comes from Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Yes.
cut. And then this is Majesto. Anything in here you really want to talk about?
Now, this is when we were doing a lot of the organic search engine optimization, acquiring the links. We really spent a lot of time to try to do it organically, and this is the efforts of that. That's the type of backlinks that we've acquired, and also how many pages have been indexed. And with SEO, you know, it fluctuates so much. It's competitive for all industries to get into their free listings, so it's constantly changing. But this is pretty much the effort, or the results of our efforts.
Great. Nice. 330. Quite a few backlinks there.
Yes.
It's just the breakdown of it.
Yep, and you see that our, you know, our anchor tags are not spam oriented. I mean, they are their words, the wall decals, wall sticker. There is some obscure, like the domain names and such, but for the most part, they're exactly the products that the people would be looking for the terms.
Right. Great. This is just, as you can see, just some of the backlinks that you can see.
Mm-hmm. And we try to get quality links. You know, there's a lot of spammy stuff, but, you know.
And then this is the SEMrush. Nothing really.
Yeah, if you could see, the organic is really 90% of our traffic. So when we turn on, if you turn on AdWords, it just will add to the whole operation.
Great. Again, same thing, follows right along. So there's your traffic. It looks like. Was that these Christmas
time is good. It's always going to be like that. It's been like that for us every year. It's a gimmicky type gift for people. They look for something unique, and you know, we try to promote it through whether we buy Facebook ads or AdWords for Christmas, to really try to get out ahead of everybody with that. Etsy as well.
And then the rest of the time it's pretty steady here.
Yes.
Page views obviously follows right along with Christmas time.
Yep.
Okay, what's this?
That's just a transaction report from the business. They asked for, I believe, a year's worth. So if you were to be able to scroll all the way down, that's directly from where we manage all the deposits and expenses that come out for Easy Decals.
And that's all built into the back end?
Well, that comes out of my internal QuickBooks, but
okay.
The back end, I think you guys will show some screenshots, has all that as well. I'm just showing more proof. If you go to maybe the next one. Yeah, so this is what the XCart back end will look like for every single order that comes through the system. And I believe this is for maybe Stick-A-Fish. Yeah, this is Stick-A-Fish's. Yeah, stickafish.com towards the top says Stick-A-Fish help. So yeah, this is what Stick-A-Fish's admin looks like, but Easy Decals, this one is still Stick-A-Fish. it will, all of them will look like that. So you have an order ID, you have the customer, the date, the total, and then when you click into there, it gives you all the products they ordered, their contact information, email address, credit card success, etc. So this is where I usually live all in here when we deal with the orders. One admin.
One admin for all of them then, yes?
No, it's one admin per site. So it's
Okay.
all separated, but it's all the same software. So each site you would log into, Vinyl Smiths, you log into Stick of Fish, but they all send an email to one email address and alert you that, you received an order. So.
Okay. Is this the same, or that's the same page just for a
No,
different
go
site?
back. This is Easy Decals. I can tell by the amount of orders, and also the most recent order was 721 when I gave that to you guys. So, yeah. This is exactly what an Easy Decals order, and these are the sales, the total sales to the right. When you pull in your admin, you would open that up and you would see which ones are processed, which ones are completed. The ones that are processed are the ones that are paid. The ones that are completed are obviously the ones that I shipped. But those are orders that come through the system. So, for example, number 3721, Ryan, my
Yes.
order ID there, Cheryl Consolino, she works at Ashley Furniture. We never spoke to her on the phone. She ordered $334 just through the site. So that was just an organic, spur of the moment thing where she just ordered. So Ashley, that's an Ashley franchisee store right there. And if you were to click into that order, you would see where it was shipped, and then the email addresses attached were all to Ashley.
Great. And then this is just for same. No, this one.
This is. I just wanted to show ad walkers. It was just a basic concept, but we sold $10,000 worth of them. We haven't made many sales. I haven't marketed it. All I did was throw up a website because I can print out the graphic on the Epson 9890 printer that comes in the sale with this. Basically print on this translucent paper, very easy. And those ad walkers, we ship to people in Mexico, and we also ship to them in Belfast. Both of them to nightclub operators. So you see one order was $3,600. You get those boards for about $300 or $400, and we sell them for around $600. And it drop ships. So you basically get the money through the website. You go up to another website. You order from the lady that I've established a relationship with. It will transfer over. And you email. You can order right online. You pay, and she'll ship it to anywhere in the world for the one flat fee. It's a total side project, but I can tell you that I've had a lot of interest in, we've had big companies like ADP. They wanted to rent the boards from us. They wanted to actually rent people to use the boards. But again, we were just looking for another media or medium to sell the prints in a different creative way. And that's what this is. So this is just pretty much a brand new concept. You can see it's just less than a year old. So 8/20 was the first time we've received the sale. It's right when we launched the site.
Seems like something that would
that's
go
extra.
good.
It's included because there's Google traffic, there's organic traffic for it. So.
Right. Seems like something would go good in New York or Las Vegas or someplace that just has a bunch
Yeah,
of people roaming
absolutely,
around.
absolutely. So there's potential there. It's a whole other business in itself, actually. So. This is the authorized.net merchant account, as you can see under transaction statistics for Easy Decals. I've been a member there since 2010, and it shows you all the cards that we've processed for the time frame of 2012 to the 2014.
Okay.
So, yeah, settlement from January 04, 2012 to July 21st, 2014, $141,000 and 104 cents. That doesn't include any of the Ashley orders.
Oh, it does not include Ashley.
Ashley pays by check. They're
Okay.
30 days net, correct.
And here's a list. Actually, before we go here, I'm going to bounce back a couple of slides here to the order process here. Can you explain basically the order process? What happens when Joe Schmo kind of signs up, buys something? How does the whole process from getting the order to shipping out the order work?
Basically, when you go to the website, you're at easydecals.com, and you search for something, you found the graphic that you like of the Eiffel Tower. That graphic has some configurable options that are already set, such as the color, and if there's a size, there'll be a size attribute. So the user, just like you would at any apparel site or e-commerce site, would basically go to the product, pick their selection, hit add to cart, and that would build the invoice They would pay through Authorize, which is a credit card, or they could use PayPal, which is a PayPal account, and they would accept the transaction. And as the administrator of the site, you receive an email to your email that alerts you that a new order has been created. It sends you the actual invoice with the price and the product. That price and product have a barcode at the invoice. They also have a SKU number, and that will be your notification that you have sales. The next morning, you wake up, you go into the admin, you print all the recent orders up, you make invoices for them, and then each one of the product names is exactly the file of the artwork on the server. So you look through your invoices and you run through them, you make your cut files, and you begin to actually build out the decals. So everything is pretty automated except when you have to load the paper or the vinyl into the machine and have to package it and ship it.
Okay, great. So we have the revenue here. We were just getting ready to talk about that. So it looks like obviously Christmas, and then you got January. So are these basically high points, and maybe perhaps you get a little bit more from the Ashley Furniture as well as
well,
the
sure.
regular?
Again, I am not actively marketing the business, so I don't buy ads for, I guess, AdWords I do, but outside of internet world, and that's where I tend to live, is that I have never promoted outside of that. So if my Google traffic will fluctuate if the search engine optimization has changed and we need to change the links, or basically if Ashley were to order some product but they don't pay for 30 days, and there is some fluctuation in that, but it's still a passive sort of income source because I'm not actively doing anything to acquire the sales that we get. I hope that answers that.
Yeah, good. Got the cost of goods sold here. What is the majority of your cost? Just sticker or the vinyl ink?
Yeah, I buy large rolls, 48-inch by 150-yard vinyl rolls from a company in Washington, and they ship them. It's $9.99 shipping, and in that is quite a bit of material. So I could do some numbers. That's 300 feet times 4. So you have 1,200 square feet of material for cutting. Basically, you buy one large roll of black, and you could cut, tens of thousands of decals, depending on their size, out of it. So the biggest cost that we have is the actual material that you buy.
Okay.
Because the shipping, you have your shipping goods, you have your tapes, your rubber bands, your labels, and such. But the bulk of it is the material. The machines don't require any maintenance. I bought blades once in the whole lot of how we've had this company. We haven't had anything replaced on the machines. We haven't had any service technicians on the machines. So it's been really just a matter of the materials, the box, your everyday goods that you're going to buy anyway for any business that you're going to ship stuff from. There isn't a constant need for a technician to be maintaining the machines. Their support for Suma transfers to any person who owns the product. Suma is the brand of cutter that we use, so if there's any question, support, there's a lot of information out there, and there are a lot of people who offer free help with it, so it's very easy to use.
Great. Expenses, I think you just kind of covered that, primarily just shipping.
Yep.
And but does the customer, do you eat some of the shipping costs, or is that usually included in the shipping?
International, I charge $30 to ship. We could ship to Finland. We ship in 72-inch boxes. It'll cost like $28. I'm not out there to try to make a ton of money on shipping, but our prices are configured to have shipping in it. But I definitely, if there's a larger order or there's something special like overnighting, they absolutely pay for that. And we have had instances, we have worked with the Department of Homeland Security, and we had to overnight them graphics for a ceremony room, and they paid the expense, and we overnighted it to them. So, yeah, the customer, if required, they pay, but all orders are free over $30, and then anything under $30, like the little family card decals, they pay $9.99 shipping, and then all international orders are $30 shipping. Okay, so the day-to-day operation of the site, It's really nothing, and I hate to say that because it may seem like that's too good to be true, but there really isn't. Anything that you have to do is that I am doing to the site to maintain it, to keep it up. Here's the stuff that you could do to build it, which would be to add new products, which are as easy as just uploading the graphic into the shopping cart and making new products, creating sales, creating promotions. All of the stuff that would be day to day would all be to build upon the business. I wait for the orders to come in. We group them together. I cut them all out. My wife weeds them all. I laminate them. I ship them. I can do an $8,000 to $10,000 order in one day with 2 people. So um, that is just a matter of what would be put into it. Would be someone marketing, promoting it, having fun with it, enjoying it. But if you were to take it over from me, not touch anything, you would do nothing until you got orders. And that would equal up, if I had to average, and I want to give maybe a little bit over the average, but I would say 5 hours a week at the most for actual labor work, which would be cutting, laminating, printing, putting it into the box itself, taping the box, and then printing a shipping label.
Right. So then that equipment you got, how hard will it be for people to learn that? I mean, is it a pretty simple
The
process?
equipment is super easy. I taught myself. My wife uses the equipment as well. I'm not making a knock on her. She just, she doesn't like a lot of computer stuff, but she's able to use a computer. They're each hooked into my computer via one cable, a USB cable. They have pieces of software that will come with the server, with the computer. You turn it on. It's already going to be connected. It already knows who it is. And it's as simple as following a couple of steps, literally from clicking on the artwork, and it opens it up into a graphic program that's installed. You pull the drop-down menu from File to Send to Cutter, hit OK, hit Send. So the machines are very easy to use. The Epson 9890 printer is just like an inkjet desktop printer, except it's 44 inches wide, and it could print up to 100 feet long. And it prints black and white. It's photographic. We have printed out artist cliche prints that have went into art exhibits that have been sold. We've printed on Fuji crystal paper with it. It's a really exciting piece of equipment, and both of them are very, very, very simple to use. And like I said, they only plug in, with one USB cable. There's no updating. They're touch screen. It's just very simple, and it's not convoluted with buttons or a ton of technical information to follow.
And I know you and I have spoke about this, but I do want to emphasize too. All of the equipment is included in the price of the purchase as well. Do you
Even the
want to?
computer that runs the 2 printers. I will be shipping a box with all of the artwork, the monitor, the keyboard, everything that is included with that is everything that is able to run the business itself. So you have a laminator, a 55-inch laminator. All that is 2 rolls. It's all automated. You flatten the graphic. It's basically a giant masking tape machine, and you place the graphic in, and it masking tapes it right over. You cut it out, you roll it up, put it in the box. So the Royal Sovereign 55-inch laminator, the Epson 9890 44-inch aqueous, which is water-based ink. They're non-toxic. It's not going to stink up a room. My wife was pregnant at the time, just a little side note, so we opted for the least chemically oriented printer, and it happened to be one of the best photographic printers. So it's all water-based. You'll get that, and you also get the Suma cutter, all the softwares, cables, and I believe we have close to 20 rolls of vinyl in various colors, all 48 inches long. That's a lot of media to cut out graphics, and then we have another 20 rolls of 24-inch vinyl. So all the extra inks that come with it, the extra blades that I have, the extra roller guides that I have, the instruction manuals, all of the contacts that I have, the support, the Suma support. We can set up anybody to communicate with the people who manufacture the equipment. They provide support to them. I'll provide support, any knowledge, the website stuff I will support, graphics I can support. I can help with any facet of it, but all of the equipment comes with it to be able to do the business right out of the box, essentially.
Right. Now you were
You
saying
wouldn't
that
have to get anything else. What?
and you weren't doing the design work. You would actually hire designers from OD Desk or something, so the new owner
Yeah,
doesn't
and I
have
have
to
one
have
step
any
further because
technical.
I'm not graphically inclined, is that we just signed up with an account called Shutterstock. and they sell things called vector art. And vector art is what the plotter and the printers print, and you just download them, and they're included in your purchase. You can buy, 25 downloads for a day. That's 25 brand new designs. Those are graphic designers that upload their designs into a whole gallery, and you just pick which one you want. I mean, that is the basis and premise of our entire business, was going through just Shutterstock, Shutterfly. There's a variety of them out there, and you basically can search and download all of the artwork. And if you need something custom, then you can go to Odesk, you can go to Elance, and I have contacts, and they're cheap. You can use people in India, you could use people in the United States. I can help you set them up. I can give you the people I used. The graphics are very, very easy because so many different sites offer them, and a variety of people are doing them for low amounts of money.
Great. So just real quick, what you feel is in the future of the site, what's best way to make it happen, I guess.
Honestly, it's just going to have to, I am a firm believer you have to be all into it to make it 100%, and I just think that the future of the site would be into putting it out there more. There's a lot of growth in there. We have big contracts. We have sites that sit in Google that we don't do anything with, that obtain a few $1,000s worth of sales here and there. So if you can acquire the business passively, not doing anything, I can only imagine if you were a little assertive and put it out there, ran some ads in a traditional way to grow the business, adding new products, working with the Ashley stores, facilitating more of the work with them, coming up with new product ideas. I'm in Florida. We have, everybody makes car stickers, from Salt Life to whatever, and there's all of that. That's the entrepreneurial side of it, where we came up with Stick-A-Fish, and you could say, hey, I can wrap this, or I can wrap that. You can put a graphic on anything and sell it as something else. So the future is huge. You just have to have the resources or the time dedicated to be able to complete it. Being a developer, my wife was the main operator of this. We're having our third baby in 2 days, and it's just not enough time for her to be able to help me. And I have a business. I own a web development business where we program websites and databases. So, this is something that has been neglected, needless to say, between the 3 children, or the 2 children, a new baby to come, and 2 dogs. It just needs some attention as far as someone to grab it and say, all right, this is what we're going to do. We'll put it out there, talk to the Ashley stores, call them all, email them all, send them newsletters. Like I said, I've worked with the government. I've worked with a number of local schools. We've worked with churches. I've worked with, country clubs. I've worked with large, Fortune 500 companies that just need a motivational quote to go in their conference room. They found me through Google, to get in front of those people and offer it. There's a lot out there that can be done with it. That's just my honest opinion with it, is that I don't have the resource time, given everything I have going on, to kind of put myself out there and grow it the way I think it could be.
Right. I guess that all kind of blends into why you're selling it. Babies, time.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that my wife we're having a third baby. We're homeschooling our children. I own a web development company, and it's hard for me to focus on everything. That's just the truth. My baby is due in 2 days, and this is a recent, kind of discovery where we're like, wow, this is going to happen. Who's going to help with the business? How are we going to continue to facilitate the orders and try to do what we were doing? And, it just came down to say, well, instead of letting it just run out, see if we could pass it on to someone else, could take a brand that we've built and turn it into something else. I mean, Ashley Furniture is a huge contract to even land. We've had them for years. As you can see, my last sale was, 5 months ago, and we started with them in 2010. And they've stuck loyal to us, and they haven't even switched over their stores. We know that's coming. We know there's going to be a large order. It's a matter of us saying, can we make this and be able to facilitate the orders, or are we going to have to turn down Ashley and say we don't have the resources, the time to be able to make it? And that's a fear. I mean, I'm not saying I would let that happen, but that's the truth. Ashley will redo their stores, and they will send us the large orders to have to do that. So I really feel just need someone that's looking to take over a business that that has a lot of potential. There's solid sales there. It's very passive, but it's a real product. So You're not dealing in AdSense. You're not dealing in a non or an all virtual sort of currency. This is a hard product you're going to ship. So there's, you can go to trade shows, you can go to carnivals, you get booths anywhere and market the product that you're trying to
Right.
sell. So.
So, since you brought up Ashley again and redo it now, have they already done their stores once? Did they put in one giant order at one time at some point, or?
Yeah, well, they staggered it out, but yes, what happened? They build their 37 stores. If you can imagine, they're selling hundreds of various room configurations. So all of those, it takes time, and they have Ashley furniture set. So their bed set only runs for a couple of years, and then they're gonna discontinue that line, and they make a new bed frame, and they make armoires and all that stuff. So yeah, right now we've already done their first round of their market stores. I mean, you could
And,
probably walk into any of the Ashley corporate stores and see the decals on there.
and what kind of, how
And they
large of an
will
order was
redo it.
that?
I mean, I have to look, but they order anywhere from, it could be $15,000 to $25,000 at once.
Okay.
Now, your cost of goods that you would lay out would be, a few $1,000s, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But that's just the truth, because what happens is you have, for example, if 37 stores order a flowing floral decal that's black, so we get one roll of black vinyl for $183. But we sold that flowing floral, I believe you saw that PO is for 189 times 37. You got your math there.
Right.
That's the type of markup that you have with the product. So when they redo it, they order large, but they also stagger it. Where the good money comes too is when the franchisee stores, they don't do 30 days net. They just go ahead and order through the website. So you
Right.
get your money directly through them.
Okay. Let's see. We got the equipment. You mentioned the equipment a few times. How much space is that going to take?
Well, I'm looking at it right now, actually, and it's in the size of a room. A regular room, you can fit all of the pieces of equipment, including a desk,
Like a
like a
bedroom?
bedroom in a house.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not
Okay.
saying a den. I didn't say den. Bedroom. It's got,
Right. Right.
like definitely a bedroom. That's what I started the business in, and then we moved it into a section of my web development business office. And it's taking up, I would say, the size of a bedroom. The equipment is 44 inches wide, or yes, in width, and then it's about 18 inches in depth for the printer, and then you have the cutter, which is probably 58 inches in width, and it's no more than 12 inches in depth. So they're long but skinny. They sit up against the wall. You can place a desk or a laptop anywhere. The laminator is the same. It is probably 25 inches in depth, and it is about 60 inches in width. So it started in my third bedroom in my other house. So we had it in a bedroom, every piece of equipment.
Okay. Great. Well, I've been asking questions pretty much as they've all been coming in. So I think that's going to about wrap it up for us. Thanks you everybody for
Okay.
coming. If you guys have any questions regarding this listing, you can contact me at rlane@latonas.com. My number is also placed in here. And Jamie, thanks for your time. And thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.